Welcome back. I'm here with my guest Petra from Enkare, Oltau. Petra. So you've told me about some of the projects that you've done. What more have you been doing?
Okay, well, we've also taken up the corporate aspect of volunteerism, and on this, we've worked with UN volunteers. We provided volunteers for the Blue Economy that happened last year in November at the KICC. We also have a project with the prisons that we partner with different organizations called Chapati Forum, where volunteers just go and cook chapatis for the prisoners as they interact in the prisons. We worked with VIO Kenya and Good Deeds International, where we've provided volunteers for the different conferences that they've had in Kenya. There are so many.
Yeah.
There are so many. We've worked with RAN, Rights and Necessity, where we did mentorship in Dandora slums, where we reached so many schools. We've done so many projects.
Yeah, and I'd like to know, if I wanted to volunteer with you, what is the process? What are the requirements that you need for me to be a volunteer with Enkare? And how many are you so far?
Well, we've grown. We started out 20 or 30. Currently, we are almost at 180. And these are registered volunteers. These are not just people that we pick by the roadside. You know, this is someone who's bringing something to the table. People with different skills. And one thing maybe I need to mention is that we're not only in Nairobi. We've recruited in Mombasa. We have volunteers in Mombasa. We have volunteers in Nakuru. We have volunteers in Kisumu. And let me tell you, these are people who are aimed at changing the society. So if you look at the volunteer base, we have lawyers, we have doctors, you know. This is against the stereotype that volunteers are just people who are idle. These are youth with no jobs.
Time on their hands.
Exactly. So these are people with skills that they bring to the table. And they want to use these skills to change the society. As I've said, we have doctors, lawyers, so many people with different skills. We have pilots. You know, when you think about it, someone can tell you that.
So these are career people who are already doing something.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right.
So for you to become a member of Enkare, you need to tell us what you're bringing to the table.
Oh, okay.
Yes. We need to know which skills are you bringing. Yeah. Which skills are you going to provide to the society? And then after that, we're going to take you through orientation. We get to tell you what we stand for, what our mission is, what our vision is. Then you also need to go through volunteer ethics training. We just do not release volunteers for the sake of releasing volunteers to the society. These are people with skills, but still they need to be equipped. You know, they are volunteer ethics that guide us. So you need to go through that. You also need to go through some training, some basic trainings, because we've worked with Nairobi Hospital, and they provide our volunteers with skills on disaster management and first aid. So you need to go through that by the time we are releasing you to the society to serve.
Oh, okay, that is very good to know that you have to equip your volunteers with skills.
Exactly.
So that when they go out there and do something, it's quality work, not just work that does not have any importance.
Exactly.
Okay, so I wanted to know, in those countries that you are, how does it work? Is there a leader, a specific leader there, or how do they connect with you guys who are in Nairobi?
Okay. So we usually, when someone shows interest in joining us, then we go to where they are.
Okay.
We go to where they are.
Okay.
Then we get to share with them, and we let them also empower the people that are in that particular area. So once you're grounded, for example, our volunteers in Mombasa, they are now the brand ambassadors. So you see, they also get to recruit from there, and that is how our network has grown.
Oh, very good.
Yeah.
So what are some of the challenges that you have experienced so far as a leader and also as a volunteer? Because I understand it's not very easy to be a volunteer. That means you're giving out time and you're giving out your skills, and the effort that you put towards it is not very easy. And to be consistent, it's not very easy. So what are some of the challenges that you have experienced so far?
Well, challenges will always be there. But for me, what I say is how you deal with them. Well, top of the challenges, let's just say, is people do not believe in volunteerism. And as a result, people disrespect volunteers a lot.
They take it casually.
Yes. So people just assume that because you're a volunteer, you're an idle person. You know, you bring nothing to the table.
Yeah.
For example, at times I've gone to approach companies and someone will tell me, volunteer, what kind of person are you bringing?
Yeah.
So you see, that's why we have to be a notch above the rest. You see, so people have this perception that someone who's a volunteer is someone who's idle, and as such, many people disrespect volunteers. The second thing is people do not think that a volunteer has value. You know, and as such, someone will tell you, okay, bring your volunteers, but will not even offer transport. You know, you're idle. They see you're idle and there's nothing you're bringing to the table.
Oh, because sometimes you can be volunteering from morning to evening.
Exactly.
Are you given food when you're volunteering?
You see, those are some of the challenges.
Also transport back and all right.
Yeah, so that one is actually what drives me to change that perspective of who a volunteer is. Because people are out here with skills and they want to change the society. But the view that people have of volunteerism is preventing people from venturing into the volunteer world.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm very curious to know, with all those challenges that are there and all the time you have to dedicate, and as a leader of more than 100 volunteers, what really inspires you to wake up every day and say, I'm going to do this project, and you're not being paid by anyone. Some of them are not giving you transport or giving you something to eat when you're doing that the whole day. So what inspires you? What inspires Petra to lead all these people and to do that work you're doing?
I love the change that I see in the society. The change brought about by volunteerism keeps me going. And it makes me want to even do more. Because you impact someone's life in a way that someone else will never do. You know, a volunteer is someone with a heart. You know, a big heart.
Definitely.
And if we can do this much and we are not paid, you know, why not inspire the next person to do the same? You know, so for me, the fact that I go home so fulfilled, I've touched a prisoner's life. You know, even if I'll never see them again, I've touched a police officer's life, I've touched a kid's life. You know, I impact everywhere I go. I plant a seed of goodness. I plant a seed of change. For me, that means that I can wake up every morning knowing that there's something that I've done in this society. You know, you're told in a world that is so full of darkness, be the light. So I am the light and I enjoy being the light. And I don't think that there's anything else that drives me more than that in life.
And you're doing a very good job
Thank
at
you.
it.
Thank you.
All right. So what are some of the benefits of being a volunteer with Enkare Oltau?
Wow, there's so many benefits of being a volunteer with Enkare Oltau. Number one, certificates. You know, currently educational certificates matter, but not that much. You know, when you go to an employer, they want to see more. You know, what have you been doing? So our volunteers get certificates for nearly all the activities that we take part in. For example, the one we did for Blue Economy, they got a certificate that had UN branding. Yes. And Ministry of Foreign Affairs branding. Aside from that, people are getting jobs. I'm so proud of the fact that I have been a vessel to link someone to a job opportunity, because now organizations are reaching out to me, asking me, in your pool of volunteers, can I get someone who has studied this, someone who studied this? And aside from that, they get trainings, you know, trainings that get to empower them to do something that they want out there. So those are just some of the benefits of volunteering with us. And also you get exposure. You know, you go out, you meet new people, you may meet someone, you know. So those are some of the benefits. And it's fun. You know, we're just not that serious. For example, when we did Volunteer for Color Run, that was a fun event and we raised funds for educational purposes. So yeah, there's so many benefits of volunteering with Enkare Oltau volunteers.
Awesome. Yeah, so I'd like to ask, being the vision bearer of Enkare Oltau, what are the future plans for your organization?
Well, I want to take Enkare Oltau to the world. That is what I want to do.
Okay.
I want to make Enkare Oltau international.
Mm.
We are hoping to introduce volunteer exchange programs come
Okay.
2020 so that we get to have volunteers from different countries come and our volunteers also get exposure, get to go to different countries. And also just to change how the whole world sees volunteerism.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is my main idea.
Okay.
Bring change through volunteerism.
Oh,
yes.
Very good. Very well said, Petra. Yeah, and just the last thing as we wrap up the interview, I'd like to maybe tell you to give advice to that young dreamer out there who maybe has lost hope or not really lost hope, but they don't know where to start. They want to start their own initiative. What would you tell them? And secondly, for those who would want to volunteer, they've never known where to start with volunteering or how they can get there. What do you have to tell them and what would you advise them?
Okay. To begin with, Enkare Oltau is not just for the professionals. You know, we have people who are unemployed. You know, people who have formerly been at home doing nothing, and they've come and realized that wow, there's so much that I can do with my life. So, to someone who's out there who doesn't know what to do with themselves, they don't know where to start. Number one, you can contact us through our social media handles. We're on Facebook, we're on Twitter, we're on Instagram. Our Facebook handle is at Enkare Oltau Volunteers. Our Twitter handle is at eoltau. Our Instagram handle is Enkare Oltau Volunteers. So reach out to us. We will guide you, we will direct you. You know? To someone who's out there and they're discouraged, they don't know where to start.
Yeah.
Well, let me tell you this. If you do not begin somewhere, you will live with regrets. My greatest quote in life is this: all you need is your faith and you can walk on water. Have faith, start somewhere, just do it. You know, don't let anyone limit you. Your dreams are your dreams. Go through your struggles, but do something. Don't just sit there and wait for things to happen because they will never happen. Thank you.
There you have it, guys. You've heard it from Petra, the founder of Enkare Oltau, and I'm sure you've gotten very good advice. And if you're a volunteer and you've been wondering where do you volunteer or where do you start, here you are. You can get their contacts from their handles on social media, and yeah, comment on the social media platforms to them. Reach out to them through their email or their contacts. And for us, make sure you subscribe on that red button you can see below there. And also share with your friends and family. Let them be inspired as much as you are. And leave a comment below and like so that you can also promote our YouTube channel. Thank you so much and see you next time. Bye, guys.